Alright guys, I think we are completely ready to just be done with November. I'm going to go ahead and give you a run through of my November paycheck, November 30th. And then with that, I'm going to go finish up what I didn't finish for the November closeout. Everything's been closed, but I did not give you guys my spending tracker category breakdown. So, and I know I'm off somewhere, so I am going to have to figure that out. But what I spent for the month of November and what I had somewhat left over, and I could be on point, I don't know. I'm just gonna be having to look at my December cash flow and bill payment. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video of finalizing my budget sheet for November 30th paycheck. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to go ahead and do my cash, my paycheck for November 30th and give you down a breakdown of what is to come for December. Everything that is going to be paid according to the budget sheet. Now, let's start with finalizing our November. Well, no, I'll do this budget sheet first and then we'll break down the category tracker. Okay, so I rolled over from 11/30th paycheck of $22.40.54, and that included my paycheck of, let's see, what was my paycheck? It was $21.90.75 for that paycheck, and then I got $300 for insurance. That alone of itself was, and then also PZPay of $7.58, giving me a balance of $25.48.12. Now, what did I pay with that? I ended up paying $9.94 of my car payment. I did my American Express, $74, $200, scratch the $74, that is for December payment, but $200 for my phone. I had already that money set aside for my phone payment, I just hadn't paid it, so I did end up paying that. And with that, let's see, $25.48. 12 minus 994.93 minus 200 minus 50 because I did pay electricity, giving me a balance of $13.03.19 to pay toward my beginning of December bills. So I've already paid that, and then I had Amex already paid out for December 1st, and then we have Chase coming up, that is $154.74. I need to pay of that. That Chase is part of my Amazon. I did use that toward my Christmas spending, and my plan is when I do my reallocation of savings at the end of the year, because I am going to be pulling some cash out, not completing some of my challenges, and putting that toward a lot of these debt that I want to go ahead and start putting that toward. And so what I have coming up now from those two is my Atmos. My Atmos was part of that. Sorry guys. Minus 72 for Atmos is $12.31.19. Okay. Amex is December. Chase is December. And now we have the rest of $473 for my house payment. Oh crap, did not do it right. Okay, so we have 25.48, 12 minus 94.93 minus 200 minus 72, and then minus 50 minus, now we're gonna, so it's 12/31/19, 12/31/19 December bills. Okay, is going towards December bills. Okay, now we have minus 74 for Amex, minus 154.74 for Chase. Then I have 473 for the house payment, 1007 for my imaging membership. Save with Judy. We have Jeanette. We have Uverse, $72 for Uverse. That's my internet. HP Inc. Water is giving me a balance of $323.59. $323.59. Oh, yeah, $323.59. Okay, so of that $323, this is what's going into my cash wallet. I have $30 is going to gas. Groceries is going to get $50 because I did a lot of grocery shopping at the end of November. I budgeted for Thanksgiving, so I did end up having extra stuff that I was able to get aside from Thanksgiving. And then we have $20 for shopping. Miscellaneous is $20. Dining is $50. Okay, that gives me a total of $170 for those. So 323 minus 170 equals 153.59. Now that leaves me 153.59 of savings that I'll be able to apply for the next 2 weeks until I get my December 15th paycheck. What I'm going to go ahead and do is $30. 30 of that dollars is going to go and stay in the bank for a buffer. And that's going to be 30. So that means 123 is actually going to be towards savings at that point. And that will give me 153 and carry over of zero balance. So what was our income? 25, 48, 12. Our bills was giving me a total of 2,224.53 minus our 2548, 12 of income, 323.59 minus 170 in cash wallet, 153.59. Okay, sorry guys, I was supposed to write this down. I already did all that. 124.53 for bills. Variables is going to be 170. We have nothing in debt. savings, or we do have debt, but it's already combined with my bills, my fixed bills. But I'm gonna go ahead and write buffer there instead. Buffer of $30. Okay, and then 123 of savings. So we take 25, 48, 12 minus 22, 24, 52, I think, minus 170, minus 30, minus 123, gives me a balance of 60 cents. So we are at a zero balance because we are a zero-based budgeter. That's how I do my finances. I assign $1 to every every dollar has a place and is assigned to some kind of bill or sinking fund or savings. I don't really do sinking funds. That might be in the future to come. But anyways, guys, so that is it. We got our budgeting all the way through the 15th of December. I have bills paid, covered, ready. I will be doing my cash wallet. I do have my $300 here, and I do actually have carryover money from last month. So this is 20, 40, 60, $70, $370 that I'm going to break down between the 323. So I will put that's 325 right there. That is the 323 plus this additional $45. Plus I do have cash in my wallet that I can still carry over as well. So we are doing good. We are on track. I'm going to make sure that I stay on track, get those funds where I want them, and eventually we're going to get ahead of the game. So that is that for that part. Now November budgeting is complete. We've closed it out for sure this time. But with that being said, guys, we started off with our income of $5,340.75 for November, minus all of the bills, everything from our income, our food, utilities, gas, subscriptions, household debt, insurance, pets, business, medical, miscellaneous, savings, cash, and fees. That gave me a balance total of $4,259.82. Deducting that from the income, it gives me a balance of, let's make sure, 475 minus 10. Oh, sorry guys, 5340. 5340 75 minus, this includes all the income I ended up making my paycheck for the 15th and the 30th, as well as income that I made from Etsy, as well as Ko-fi, and in between all of that, what my kids pay for their stuff as insurance, rent, and phone. So that minus 4259.82 gives me a balance of $1,080.93. Now I'm gonna look at this. This is where I'm a little bit off because I'm not sure if that's correct. I just need to make sure, and I will do a little bit better, and that's why it's important to stay on top of your tracking. As you guys heard from my last video, I did not track as well as I had in the previous months for the past couple weeks of November. So December is going to be a game changer. I'm going to set up my budgeting, and this is all my spending that I tallied up for each of the categories. But for November, we're going to work on our category budget for December. And so I'm going to carry over, majority of all this is going to be carried over into, and what I didn't use, I will probably omit this month. So that is something I'll just do off camera. You guys will see it toward when I do my budget overview in the coming weeks. But yeah, guys, that is it. Finalized this November for sure this time. And yes, guys, I also want to go ahead and do a huge shout out to my lovely Elfster. If you guys weren't familiar with Elfster, it is just basically on almost like a gift exchange. You get assigned kind of like Secret Santa for Elfster. I got my gifts of all things. I did get me lovely Sharpie pens. I got me 12 of these Sharpie pens from my Elfster. And I wanted to show you the final things that I did receive from her the other day. And I loved it. And I was so happy to have gotten it. And I just can't wait to use it. But I believe I did have this on my wish list. And yes, Yvette, thank you so much for this lovely gift. I'm not sure if you follow me, or if you subscribed, or if you watch my videos, but in case you do, thank you so much. I love this. It is essentially like a travel bag, but my plan, it was on my wish list. My plan is to be able to use it for just my budgeting. So I don't know what I'm going to put in it yet, but this is going to be for 2026 use, and I can't wait to put it to that use. But yeah, guys, and I could use it for travel. Eventually, probably it will become that. But as of right now, I plan on using it for my lovely budgeting, because that is what makes me happy. happy. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe, and don't forget to hit your notification bell. That way you can take part in what I got going on. Also, members, if you are watching all the way up to this point, all my members who are essentially, they are members, I'm working on getting some Christmas goodies out to you guys. It's for my Queen membered tiers and up. So that's my Queens, my Royal Highnesses, and as well as my girl, because my girl is a top tier. They're going to be getting their mystery box, quarterly box that they get. That is in the works, but also they get extra goodies for the holidays. So I am working on that. If you guys have not filled out your postables, again, these are for my members that have been a consistent member for the past 3 months. Those will be, and all my newbies. It's basically the ones that are part of my membership as paid members. So those will be getting ready to be hopefully shipped out in the next couple of weeks. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great one. Much love to you all, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.